Rami from Rami Speaks. Now I'm just getting my makeup done, something simple, really quick face. I can do it in 5 minutes, and I have one brow done. One brow, because I was just like, I've never recorded a video. Everyone's asking me to. Let me just do it today. And I feel like I'm interviewing for a job. Like, if it's nerve-wracking, like, especially even though you're social, being in front of a camera alone, like, you don't know who's watching you. You feel like no one's watching you, and you just hope you do a good job because you don't want to look crazy on camera. So anyways, I have one brow done. As you can see, it's very full, it's very dark, and it's how I like it because I have a full face. It's called FFS, and that is actually going to be in another one of my videos, and I just dropped something that is like so typical. So anywho, full brow shape is so important. For me, I have a high arch, so I emphasize that and I fill it in. I am, like I said, full-faced, dark features. I like dark brows. When I am going for a dark look or a really done face, I will alternate between powder and like a gel, waterproof gel. I'm using M.A.C. I'm actually using the color Dipdown. It wasn't part of their gel, the brow gel, but it works just as well, and it was recommended to me, and I rarely take recommendations, and this one actually was just fine because I didn't make it in time to get that limited edition collection, and at that time I was just using M.A.C eyeshadow to fill in my brows. Again, like I said, I alternate. It really doesn't matter to me. 3 most important things I need before I leave a house when I have nothing on my face is my brows, my eyelashes, and bronzer to contour my FFS. So anywho, getting into it, this brow is done. Again, I don't have really nothing on my face besides I moisturized, I primed, foundation, bronzer, and that is it. I might do my makeup a little today, and I just wanted to post this video. So anyways, this one is done. This is the one that is not done. As you see, there is a big difference. It is not filled in all the way. I have some hairs that stick up and whatever. It looks crazy. So anywho, let's get into it. Using brow sets, I'm going to link all my products below. Let's see. And I'm just going to brush it on just the way my brow hairs grow because I'm just adding color to these brows. Again, it actually fills in a lot. Like on a simple day, I can just use that or just powder just to dab in. I use an angled brush, so just dab it in those spots. Like I would concentrate on this front, bottom, and maybe my arch, because you see it's spotty. You see just strands of hair and it's not filled in. So anywho, this is the dip down, and I usually start at the top line, and I just, with the gel, I actually do move it in a line. Dabbing it, it makes it look really spotty. When you're working with a powder and a wax, dabbing it makes it look natural. So there are the differences, and I remembered Googling, because that is how when I buy products, I check the reviews. So I check everyone's reviews on YouTube or websites before I buy a product because I want to know what I'm using. So I extend the arch again. There is a rule when you learn about brows that there should be a line that matches up with your nose, and their angle and degree, all that we can get into in another video. Use a bit of the leftover for the front because no one likes when the front is really dark. So as you see, you still see some lighting to it. You can use a spoolie to brush up, and it will eliminate that darkness and that line. Today I'm not using it because I don't have one on hand because I'm just doing this really quick. So anywho, fill in. For me, because I do arch my brows and I have been arching them so long, there is not much to fill in. So I then, as an extra step, when you're doing a simple face, but you want to look like you have a highlight under your eye, or just make sure your eyebrows are defined because you went over your line of your eyebrows, small concealer brush, some face colored concealer, or even some leftover foundation you had used earlier. Just go over the lines that you just created. I like to accentuate the tail because I don't like when the tail looks really thick. And then for the bottom, I'm using, actually, this is M.A.C Concealer Pro Palette. A little messy, right? Because I use it so much. But yeah, just go over. What I did was I used the same face color foundation or concealer for the top. And then you want to blend that in with the face you already have done, your foundation. For the bottom, I actually used NC25 because I'm not doing a full face of makeup. So it's actually going to just act as a natural highlight for me. What you can do is, what I like to do when I'm just doing a simple look is just dab the concealers so that they blend in with your natural face that you have done. You can even take a clean tapered brush or whatever type of fluffy brush. You can take some of your powder that you use. This is M.A.C Mineralize Natural on your face, and you can brush it over your brow, not on the hair but on the skin. And you can add some highlight here with a light powder. But anyways, I'm not doing all that because I'm not doing a full face. I actually do want to do a full brow tutorial because I shape my own brows and I shape other brows, and I have been for years, and I feel it is such an important feature in your face. It frames your face, your forehead, your cheeks. So I love brows. I am a brow fiend. That is one of my dreams, like just brows. Anywho, that was all. These are my full brows, as you can see. Let me know if you have any comments. I'm new to this. I know all about it. I'm new to it personally though, and I would love to hear feedback. And love is love. Bye guys.